All right, good morning. Welcome to the Jim of All Trades channel. Glad you made it by. My name's Jim. I'm a crypto trader and a forex trader, and I'm tired. Last night pulled a kind of an all-nighter, kind of sort of not really, but up till 4 a.m. trying to make sure my group was had all that they need to trade. And so, guys, want to just bring you a video today, as I promised. I'd get one every day this month, and so we're going to bring another video today and just give you an update. Give you a taste of what you get on a regular basis in the Jim of All Trades Discord as well. If you're not part of that Discord, you need to be. It's a great environment. Man, we've had so many people signing up lately, wanting to understand how to trade from an Elliott Wave perspective, or just be part of a great group that's active and trade in this market, and you don't have to trade it alone. So invite you in. There's a description down below. You'll find a link to the Patreon. All of my Patreon supporters basically get access to the Discord. All right. Well, we're going to jump into the chart today, guys. Listen, last night after we broke the triangular structure last night to the downside without follow through, I spent some time with the group last night, really pressing my own brain as to what else this structure may be. Okay, what other counts we might have. So last night, basically, we had a break to the downside, and I said that was very possible in yesterday's video. And so we want to talk about what Elliott Wave counts this could be, and what we could expect in price. Okay, guys, this is not a triangle, guys. The triangle, in my opinion, has been invalidated by the downward move, and so we are not looking at a it is a triangular formation, there's no doubt about it, but it's not an Elliott Wave triangle, as we call it, as we would talk about it. Okay, it is something else. And so I'm going to give you a couple of counts. This video, guys, you're going to have to watch it several times and take some screenshots here, because I'm not going to have time to really go slowly with this. I'm going to bring it. The information to you. Grab as much as you can, but and a lot of it, if you're new to Elliott Wave, you're not gonna understand how I'm getting what I'm getting and why I'm saying what I'm saying, and you're gonna feel like it's a bunch of nonsense for some of you that don't know. But what I'm about to do is take Elliott Wave theory and the rules of different structures that are a part of Elliott Wave, and I'm just going to very quickly show you what could happen with price. I don't know what's going to happen with price, but there are several scenarios, and I'm going to talk about what could happen with price, and I'm going to talk about the invalidation points and how you can start ruling out what's going to happen. All right, so let's jump in. All right, so remember, this video is not for the faint of heart. You're going to have to really sit back and listen. You really need to have a grasp of Elliott Wave to understand what I'm doing. But just know this, that I've been studying Elliott Wave for 3 years, okay, and I've been actively applying it to as a trader for that amount of time, and growing so rapidly in my use of it. And so I'm very quick at it. I'm very adept at it, and you can trust that I'm applying it well. So I can say that. But that being said, this might be a difficult video for many of you, especially if you're finding me for the first time. Maybe you're new to crypto, maybe you're new to trading, maybe you're new to Elliott Wave, but you've been trading a while. So I'm just giving you that warning, okay? All right, let's jump in. What could happen here? Number one, this isn't a triangle, so what is it? All right, what it could be, number one, and we're going to look at this, as this could be what we call a running flat. I'm not going to define it right there, but that would be a running flat formation where we have a 3, 3, and a 5. This 5, for those of you that know and care, I'm calling that an ending diagonal. Okay, so I'm calling that an ending diagonal 5-wave move. Basically, a running flat has the C wave. It's an ABC. That's counts as a 3, 3, 5 wave formation. Okay, A, B, and C, where C doesn't break the low of the A. Okay, that's structure number one. And if that's the case, then what we have off of that, is a 5-wave move right there. We're counting that as 5 waves. Okay, and remember in yesterday's video, I said, listen, it's hard to get 3 waves out of that, but I had to kind of look at it funny and sideways to get it, and there's 3 waves there. If I want to interpret that as 3 waves, I don't like that, but I was willing to accept it because the market can do whatever it wants to do. But now I'd rather interpret this as 5 waves. It looks more like 5-wave structure. And what we're getting is sorry about that. What we've gotten then is basically a 3-wave pullback. Okay? So what we mean by that is that basically when we get a 5-wave move to the upside, you get a 3-wave pullback. The next move, guys, is a 3rd wave to the upside. Now it doesn't go straight up; it goes sub waves, okay, as it goes up. But the point is that the next move is this way, okay. If this is correct, so this is an if-then statement. If this is the count and this is the formation we're seeing, then this. So there's count number 1 for you, okay. Where would we expect that to go? Let me see if I can give you a little bit of a. Let me give you a target and let me give you an invalidation point, okay? Let me give you a target and an invalidation point. Let me get this off the screen. You don't need to see that for now. Okay, I'm going to pull the fibs on this guy. You need to learn how to pull your own fibs, but we do this like that, and we build the wave something like this. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's going to get us up to the 2160, 22,000 range. I would say 22,000 would be a nice target. It might come shorter than that, but at least 21,000 for the 3rd wave. Then maybe some sideways stuff, and then another hit to the high. We'll be able to project that better later on, but that would be an initial target for now. And that would also be, let's see, what is a 1-to-1 extension of this here. Let me see about what that would be. Yeah, I mean 22.2, 21.4 to 22.2 is a nice potential there. All right, so that's number 1, guys. There's the number 1 count that I'm looking at here. Got an ABC off the top there. I mean off the top here. It's a running flat, and now we're going to get a 5-wave structure. So running, that's number 1. Now let's get into the harder structures. If you thought that was hard, you're about to see something harder here. All right, it's about to get complicated. All right, so let me just remove everything. All right, what else could we have here? Okay, let's see. Let me go down to the 1-hour chart. It gets a little bit bigger there. Oh, I forgot to tell you the invalidation point. The invalidation point for that count that I just gave you is that price that I just had. It's the bottom of this wave right here, about $18,500. Okay, so if price comes down from here and it breaks that low right there, what I just shared with you is not correct. All right. The reason for that is because the 2-wave cannot surpass the origin of the 1-wave. That's a rule in Elliott. All right. What's another now this next one, I really like this count, and it's really going to mess a lot of traders up if it happens. So let's talk about what might happen here. So there's a couple ways that this could play, but basically what we'd be forming here is an A, B, C. We're again looking at this as a 3-wave here. We get an ABC flat or something like that, or WXY, whatever you want to call this. It's either a 333 or a 535. It's some kind of a 3-wave move, and so let's not label it because I'm having a hard time delineating whether it's a 3 or a 5. So let's just do that here. Okay, now so that would be a flat, and it would break the low there. It would break this. Okay, so this would totally come down here. Most likely. And we look at a target down here of about $18,200, $18,300 to $17,900. I would imagine probably $18,300, as this is the bottom of the structure right there. Okay, so then you get a move down here, and that's a flat. Okay, now this gets even more complicated. So strap on your shoes here, your thinking cap here. Let's do green, and let's do a nice thick line. Boom. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to look at this wave as a 3-wave. We're going to look at this whole thing as a 3-wave, and then we're going to come up again in a 5-wave fashion. And what that is, guys, is a larger structural flat. Okay, that's a flat correction. Okay, now flat correction is a 335 where the B wave comes 90%. And we look for 5 waves, and they're going to go up fast. So we're going to break this low, get everybody short. Everybody's going to be like, okay, this is going down. We've broken down out of the triangle. We're going down. It's going to continue down, and everybody's going to be thinking down. And then we get a possibility as we get a bounce off the 1-to-1 extension of this wave, and it actually shoots up like this in a 5-wave fashion pretty quickly. That doesn't mean immediately or straight up. It just means a pretty impulsive wave. Okay, this right here, this wave right here was a pretty impulsive wave right there. So that's an example of an impulsive wave, and it would be about this big. A target of that top would be 19,800. To breaking the all-time high, and I could see that happening at about 20,250. It would price would break at the top here, and everybody would be like, "Oh, now this is where we're going. We broke the all-time high. We're going up." It was just a fake out to the downside out of the triangle, and now we're going up. So, I mean, let me put the triangle back on your screen. Okay, let me draw it neatly here so you can kind of see the way retail traders are thinking about this. Price action basically is going to basically say, oh, okay, it breaks down and then it kind of goes straight up, and people would just look at that. We got a fake out, and then we got to move to the upside, and so everybody goes long here. We got a lot of stop orders, long positions up in this range here, and so price would go up fairly quickly. And then here's the kicker. Here's the kicker. What price would do in this case. Now here, this right here is a 3-wave move, okay? Now I want you to look at that as a 3-wave move, a big, gigantic 3-wave move. And then price would come down in 5-wave fashion very quickly to finish this larger flat with multiple flats within the flat. It's the matrix, guys, I'm telling you. So there's a possibility. That's in my matrix count. And I can totally see it. It makes sense from a market maker standpoint to take your money. It totally makes sense. So it would come down again for 5 waves down to this region. Here, let me give you a target down there as well. I know this doesn't make a lot of sense to a lot of you, but I'm just telling you, this is very possible. All right, so we got a target of about 18,000 again. Once all of that is finished and the market makers have had their share of fun, then I imagine from there price would be trending up again and new highs would be made. That's the way I'm seeing it, guys. That's the way I'm seeing it. Is there anything else that it could be? That's pretty much the way I'm seeing it. There's a possibility that this doesn't break and this goes up here and then comes down here. So it's a possibility that from here we go up and then down and then up again. So I'm not going to share all the dynamics of that. My group will be aware of that. But anyway, that's another possibility. And guys, there might be some other possibilities I'm not seeing. But what I want you to see here, I guess, one of the things I want you to see is the value of understanding Elliott wave structures and learning how to measure them. And I know it looks like a bunch of gobbledygook with a bunch of fibs and lines on it, but this means something to people that understand it. And if you need to learn that, we'd be glad to help you. You're going to learn that on this channel, but we'd be glad to help you as well as you get started on your journey learning Elliott wave theory. It's not for everybody. Elliott wave theory is not for everybody, and it doesn't make sense to everybody. But for those of you that can grab it, oh, it is such a powerful trading tool. All right, we were short out of this, and we're still, well, I actually took my profit short down here and took a long right in here just in case of the first count. This is a 1-2. As soon as we break this low, I'm most likely I'm either going to hold it down to here, and if we start going down even any deeper than that, then I'm going to I'm gonna cut that trade. I probably won't hold it that long. I'll probably break it right here and evaluate price as it comes down and look for another entry. Probably the way I'll trade it. I wouldn't want to hold it that long and that deep on leverage. The other thing it could be, guys, is that this is a 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, and now, guys, we're just heading down, and we're heading down for a steep correction. Okay, $15,000 is the target for that kind of move. All right, guys, there you go. Hope that gives you some things to think about, and seeing the value of Elliott Wave, and it might turn some of you off. I get it. I totally get it, but it's not. It's not nonsense. And I know some of you are going to think, oh, this is just a bunch of nonsense. I get comments like that all the time that people just don't understand it. But what I am doing, just so you understand, is I am applying Elliott Wave structure and rules to that market and saying this is where price could go with this probability, and here are the invalidations of that. Okay? All right, guys, you have a great day. Thanks for stopping by the channel. Don't forget to share the love. Share it, baby. Like, subscribe, share a comment. Let me know if you made it to the end of the video, if you found it interesting or not. If you want to be part of the Discord, all you got to do is support me through Patreon. Go to my link in the description. And once I get that email, I'll send you a link to the Discord, and we'll welcome you in with open arms. All right, you guys have a great day. Bye-bye.